questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. We are headed up to the Citadel Tower, where we're going to present some, what we hope will be very damning findings. They certainly would have sent Nihilus to Eden Prime, but we don't think they would have sent Saren there. Certainly not with an army of Geth flying around in a giant non-alliance ship. So, yeah, let's hope they at least believe us. I mean, surely we brought some video footage with us, didn't we? Who are you guys?
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the Council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
And there he is, Mr. Garrus. Yeah, he is, if you look at that face, he is the most profoundly affected by the improved textures mod, and that's because when the game was first released, there was actually a setting, possibly from the config file, where he was rendered quite blurry, and so yeah, he looks great right now.
Who were you just talking to?
That was Executor Palin, head of Citadel Security, my boss. He'll be presenting my findings on Saren to the Council.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Okay, so if you know anything about the way classified works, you know that's a load of horseshit, because, I mean, come on. I mean, he was hired by the Council itself to do this investigation against one of their own agents. I mean, unless they sealed the records in the hopes that he wouldn't find anything, then he would have access to everything. So his implying that he didn't have access to everything suggests that, well, it's uncomfortable, because it suggests he was really playing solitaire and not investigating, and he's just trying to cover it up. I hope not. I really do like Garrus.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the Council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanna are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
A little more gossip into how some folks feel the order of succession will be for the seats on the Citadel Council. Here's another rapid transit terminal. This one will be marked Citadel Tower, and that completes all the terminals that are available for the Presidium. Also, I mean, Vina told us that the Keepers would be, we would find them and they would appear to be just moving from one place to another, and this one appears to be, well, quite morose almost. I mean, I'm hoping he's sleeping and not sad. Anyway, let's not test what it's like to startle them. That probably won't be pleasant. Hello, Captain.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
Thank you for waiting.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Free Paragon. Get your free Paragon right here.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
No.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
I'll take care of it.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
I thought you said he was a drunken loser.
Couldn't hurt to go talk to him. Just be careful. I wouldn't call him reliable.
So a couple of uncomfortable things here. I mean, first of all, during that council meeting, Captain Anderson would have heard the council dismiss the eyewitness testimony from Powell, and that was stronger evidence than my vision. So the fact that he brought it up is like, why? Why did he do that? That is too bad. Also, this conversation is going to be kind of unique in that it's kind of weird. It's a place where you can kind of practice your Paragon and your Renegade and kind of get a feel for how the game is going to, how the characters in the game are going to respond to you. And the unique thing is that after you've tried one, you can then try the other. And sometimes you get some repeat dialogue, but you still get different responses. So it's kind of fun to try to go through all these, I think. But I'm mostly not going to do that.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
So here's the first one, where you can say, so would I, as a renegade, or you can say he's a monster as a paragon. And after you select one, and you get your response from the captain, you can then select the other and just to see what it's like. So I don't really care for either one of these, because in a way you're being really pure paragon, or you're being really pure renegade, and the captain's going to kind of pull you in the other direction. So anyway,
our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the council.
He's just frustrated. The council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community, but for them it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Here's another pair you can practice with: Paragon response and the Renegade response. Again, I just don't care for that option.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. CSEC is better off without him.
I think he's right. Alright, we can ask the captain about specters, but of course we have, once Daniel learned that he was a candidate for the specters, he went and learned everything he could about what specters are, so he doesn't really feel the need to ask Captain Anderson about that.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Aha! I told ya. I knew this guy was working with somebody. There's no way you just help out a Hanar merchant and become really wealthy. You've got to have some other thing going on. So we can actually ask the captain about Barla Vaughn, but since we've already met him, then let's just ask about the Shadow Broker, because that's more interesting.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game, and the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
We won't be meeting the Shadow Broker in this game, unfortunately, but I do believe we have the option to later.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Alright, so we have got another journal update. This time it's to the missions, since we were doing story mission work there. So 3 updates here. Citadel Shadow Broker. An agent for the Shadow Broker named Barla Vaughn might be able to provide you with more information about Saren. And we know where he is, of course. Citadel Garrus Vicarian, a CSEC officer, might be able to help you against Saren. Go to Corus Den in the lower wards and speak with Harkin, a CSEC agent who might know where Garrus can be found. Again, that is so weird, because, we just saw Garrus, and though he didn't tell us where he was going after that, why would he have told this guy Harkin if he's sitting in the bar already? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. And finally, Citadel exposed Saren. You have to prove to the Citadel Council that Saren, one of their Spectre agents, has gone rogue. So yep, we gotta find some proof. So that's all main story mission stuff, of course, which we'll have to do. But in the meantime, we can continue to scoop up assignments.
Interesting. You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the council. Think that's supposed to be symbolic of their importance?
There isn't that many stairs. I mean, we've seen like pyramids that have a lot more stairs than we find here.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
And that's a soldier thinking for you. I'm actually coming back up here real quick because I believe these two have actually something unique to say up here too, because this happens to be the same level as the actual council.
This is it. The very heart of the Citadel, the pinnacle of galactic power. Kinda makes your head spin if you think about it too much. I like that fountain.
Oops. I'll have to find that one and get that back.
What are those, cherry trees?
Yeah, they also have some general comments about the council chambers.
You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the
Okay, we
council.
got that one already.
Oh,
why can't I do that?
Of their importance?
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked. What are those, cherry trees?
Never mind. I'm going to cut all some of that out.
That guy's up to something.
What guy?
The one over by the keeper.
He's using an Omni tool. But why?
Not enough data yet.
He's collecting data with it. So you can do more than just sabotage, apparently, with an Omni tool. That's pretty nice.
Why won't it move on? It's just standing there.
I'm actually crouched right now, so... oh, you meant the keeper. Sorry.
I wonder if it knows what I'm doing.
Well, I mean, you're scanning with a Omni tool that apparently isn't a savant, otherwise you'd be done. Oh, I see. You're talking about the keeper, sorry.
Just a few more scans and I'll know for sure.
Yeah, this is Shorban. He is, well, he's, if we talk to him right now, he would offer us the scan the keeper's assignment. We did that in my last playthrough, and I don't want to do it. I mean,
not enough data yet.
We do want the assignment, but there are other ways to get it, so we're going to do that instead. Alright, so we haven't actually taken the rapid transit. Let's do that now, because now we have access to the wards. Even though we haven't found any wards terminals, Captain told us to go to the Chorus Den to meet Harkins, so that's now available to us. So yep, we could walk right in there. That's the Chorus Den terminal. And go speak to Harkin. But look at this, way in the upper right corner. Yeah, that's not a bouncer. Nor is he a bartender. He is an assassin. And he's not alone. And he's waiting for me. And I don't have lift. So we're not going in there just yet. We've a lot more area to explore first. So here we've reached what's called the lower wards. It's just a set of markets, and one of these merchants we can actually interact with. And he's another store here.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Yes.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
He also has categories, though not as many as Devlin. And he carries Devlin and Ilana's wrist control. And I think there's other things. I think like Geth Armory will show up later. He also has a grenade upgrade and a metagel upgrade, which I want, but they cost over 3,000 credits each, so I'm not quite ready to buy them. Though I could buy this, Ilana's wrist control license. I mean, I don't care for ERCS goods, but I always buy all the licenses. That leaves me with 20 credits. I don't even have enough money to buy another license. But that's okay. There will come a point where I'll have so much money I'll be actually dumping credits.
Is that really? Wow! It's you!
I'm over here!
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
As a guy who chases XP, I can assure you it was way fewer than 100.
I spend most of the time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Here you go.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
And we got a journal update, which is strange because he didn't ask us to do anything. It's called Citadel the Fan. You have been approached by Conrad Werner. He seemed like a harmless fan. What harm could there be in talking with him? I'm not so sure that question actually gets answered in this game, but it does suggest that we will see him again. Alright, so this is a Volus, and I meant to mention that when we met Barlavon. He is, I mean, that's not what he really looks like, obviously. He is from a world that has a high pressure, high temperature. And so this particular environment would be very toxic to him. So he's in these, he and like all the others, Volus in the game, are in these pressure suits. So we don't really get to see what a real Volus looks like, and I don't think we do in the entire game, which is a shame. Anyway.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
I'm pretty sure Dellen is the only one who sells upgrades.
Prices are pretty good here.
I'm pretty sure that all the prices are fixed here.
Have you been to the Emporium up on the Presidium?
Yes, we have.
Try the markets downstairs if you can't find what you're looking for.
We just came from there, but thanks.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
Colonies?
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter. Pharos? Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon. But it doesn't matter where you hail from. My goods are available to all.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cold. Very snowy. I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
I think we do too. I think that Normandy Requisitions Officer is one, and that's why we have to collect licenses. I'm sure those private suppliers had to do the same thing.
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface. The humans aren't the first to colonize it, but they are the most recent. I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that planet for some time. Well, I'm sure he's fine.
I don't know if the Volus are renowned for their optimism, but he certainly is.
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
And yet another store, and this guy carries Elkos Combine as well as the Armax Arsenal, which is a fairly high level, well, it's third tier company with respect to guns and armor, but they do have low level bioamps, I think, like this one. Yeah. And that has got good cooldown bonus, but you suffer a little bit in other ways, so I'm like, I don't know. I mean, if I find those, sometimes I'll wear them, but otherwise. But anyway, he does have the Elkos Combine license, but I actually don't have enough money, so I'm just going to remember that's here. It's not vital to have it right away.
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you going to give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry then. I can't help you.
But, what do you...
Can't help you.
Don't look at me. You got yourself in this mess, not me. Here's another terminal. This one is marked the markets. This area is called the Upper Wards.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard!
I'm over here.
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
I love Emily Wong.
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
Normally I just simply accept and don't bug her with any questions, but why not?
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
She's so good a journalist she won't tell me her sources, so...
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You've got to have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. I've read your file. If anyone is going to uncover corruption here, it's the hero of the Skillian Blitz.
No. Just Daniel. be fine. Thanks, anyway.
Sounds like a good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
That, of course, gives us another assignment. Citadel Reporter's Request. A reporter named Emily Wong has asked you for help uncovering corruption on the Citadel. As you investigate, be on the lookout for information that might help Ms. Wong. We are happy to do that. Here is a non-hidden cutscene, but it's only available if you have Ash and Caden in your party, and that's always the case when you first arrive in the wards.
Big place.
That your professional opinion, sir?
This isn't a station. It's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john, and it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big, but this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
The Council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Or maybe they just don't like humans.
Why not? We've got oceans, beautiful women, this emotion called love. According to the old vids, we have everything they want.
If you expect to get me in a tinfoil miniskirt and thigh-high boots, I want dinner first. Sir.
That will be enough, Chief.
At ease, Lieutenant. I can't see her in a skirt anyway.
Damn straight you can't.
Ready to move out, sir.
So sweet, this little conversation. I have to imagine that is a nod to Star Trek, right? The oceans, beautiful women, love. I mean, that's something that I think they came up with, this notion that humanity is the envy of the full universe because we're the only ones that figured out love, which is silly. Also, the end of this chat is quite different depending on whether you're male ship or femme ship, isn't it? Because well, the appropriate gender is attracted to Shepard, of course. And here's another rapid transit terminal. This one's marked the Med Clinic, which is this room right here. And here's a doctor.
Hello there, Commander. I'm Dr. Claude Michel. Is there something I can do for you?
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
Well, in that case, I guess don't take any offense, but I'm kind of glad you're here, and Dr. Chakwas is with me on the ship. Because in addition to the competence of a good doctor, her passion for working on soldiers is going to help me in the long run, I think. Anyway, she has a store here, too.
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
And unlike the other stores, she does not reshuffle upon every level up. She has this inventory to start with. And pretty much this is it. There are a few items that will pop in here. I think there is like one of the upgrades. It's probably one of the meta gel upgrades. And I think, well, there's a specific assignment where you can get some stuff here. But generally speaking, this is what you get every time you come here. And I always come here early because just in case I didn't pick up a first aid interface 1 or 2 on Eden Prime, I'd be able to buy one here really cheap and put it on Caden, and that way he would have that regen. But we found one, so we don't need it. And this is so sweet. Of course, it is mind-blowingly expensive, but look at that. Reduction in power cooldown. Yeah, we're going to want that as soon as we can get it, but that'll be a while. Anyway, we also picked up Metagel Upgrade 1 on the ship, and now we can top off. Alright, let's continue touring around the wards a bit. Yeah, those are sky cars zipping by there. That's pretty cool.
A lot of traffic here. How fast do you think those cars are going?
70-ish, maybe?
Too many lights, too much noise.
You think it's expensive to live here?
Yes, I think it probably would be.
Not really my kind of place, but there sure are some spectacular views here.
that there are.
You can keep the Presidium. This is where the action is.
It's not that active, though I suppose it is cooler than the Presidium.
Never been a real fan of crowds.
Kane's a stay-at-home kind of guy, I can tell. That door will take us to the Presidium, kind of a, well, via another stopover in one place we haven't been to yet. And, oops, you know what? I know where we're going, I just don't want to go there just yet. There's one more guy I want to chat with real quick, and he's right down here. This is Officer Lang.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I was on Mindwar during the Blitz. Saw you on the vids when you got your medal. You saved the whole colony.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
One of the things I really love about this game is the difference your background can make in certain conversations, just like that there.
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
That makes it sound like you're a young cop. I wonder if you're going to still feel that way when you retire.
How do you like working here on the Citadel?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so beautiful. Good place to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like them too much, figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
I really hope he's wrong about that. I want to be a super secret agent on secret missions to save the galaxy.
Do you know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
You see his Omni tool sticking out in his back there? I think that's, yeah, see, it's supposed to be on his arm right there. That's pretty funny. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to see him before we went into Flux because he kind of prompts you to go there in a way. And Flux is just over here, where we almost went in. Here's another terminal. That one, of course, brings you back to Flux.
You should be careful who you say that around.
What? Everyone knows Fist isn't with the local criminals.
Maybe, but I wouldn't go shouting it from the mountaintops.
Yeah, unless you want to end up on his hit list.
Yes, I heard he actually buried some corpses under the stage at Cora's Den.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yes, and it might explain the stench in that place.
Interesting, a little gossip going on here about a guy named Fist, who we haven't met yet. Anyway, we are here in Flux, and so they have dancing, there's a casino up there, very nice view, nice bar with a whole lot of drinks available. Pretty nice.
Hey, good to see another human in here. Not a bad place, but it's just not the same as back home. Drinks aren't bad, but good luck finding a beer here. Having fun?
Totally. Alright, so yeah, we're going to pick up a couple assignments here, and although I promised that we would be getting into some more action, I'm sorry it didn't happen this episode either. Think of this game as like a big game of chess. You've got to set up the board first, right? You've got to get everything ready to go, and then you can start tearing the place apart. But yeah, at least in the next episode, we actually are going to finish an assignment for the first time, so that'll be good, right? Let me drop a save here. Alright, we'll pick up the story from right here next time.